Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 40th World, where we do the real recaps and reviews. I tell you, the show just has not been the same since my Tamar was ousted, and they have been trying to do everything from interviewing people, I'm sure, to cast for her particular segment of the show or her place on the show. They've tried bringing in celebrities. They've tried in bringing entertainment industry people. They've brought in reality stars on soap operas or TV programming shows. I mean, and lately we're seeing them take a spin on the Housewives of Atlanta, bringing out Candy Burrs. And I think they had Kenya on the show too. One time was at Wendy Williams. I'm not really sure, but it's neither here nor there. I just wanted to catch this particular episode because I missed the week that Jocelyn Hernandez, which is one of my favorite reality TV stars, when she was on the segment. But I wanted to catch at least one or two of the time that they brought Candy Burris on the show. So we go right on into it. It was really doing their girl chat segment. Candy's talking about her group, Girl Glamour, her girl three, well, her three-star group called Glamour. And she's talking about them in a good way, saying they can sing this, that, and the third. And she really wanted to put the group together because it kind of reminded her of her girl group, which was called Escape at the time. And she's pretty much was reminiscing about all those good things and um, stories that they had to tell, or she had to tell for the public to hear, in other words. Then they went to a section where they were talking about music celebrities, such as Rihanna and Azalea Banks were into it, and Rihanna just dropped dime and put the girls, Azalea Banks's telephone number out there in social media world for anybody who wanted to call themselves, uh, get out there and touch someone by calling them. And Azalea found out that she did that, so she tweeted out Rihanna's phone number. Now, was it a plot to just be relevant in the eyes of social media? Since, the guys have been cutting up, remember Chris Brown and Soldier Boy, so I'm like, okay, it's time for the women to cut up now. So it just happened to be those two on the outs with each other, so they just throwing around each other's phone number. So that was one of the parts of the girl chat segment on the reel. And it was like, okay, whatever. Then we move on to where Candy starts talking about fights in her girl group because it came up with, girl groups arguing or groups and members, period. They tend to, fight amongst each other in their group. And she was saying how her and she was alluding to I guess the two sisters that was in the escape group that she got to fight with one of them, and I'm thinking it's a skinny one, not the big one, because that would have been a TKO knockdown. That was it. But she was saying how they tore up stuff, they were tearing up everything in the studio, and but yet they remain members. I said that only because they pretty much, it seems like they just kept it together until they couldn't keep it together no longer. You know what I'm saying? They finally broke up. Then she went on to say that she got to fighting with Tiny. And at the time, Tiny was pregnant. But she didn't care. Tiny was running her mouth a little bit too much and she swung first. So she just went on in at her. And I thought that was pretty, damaging and kind of told about herself as a person. I mean, I don't care if you call me the child of God and you may have, got a sucker punch on me, but I'm not going to fight you. I might try to strangle you to death, but I'm not gonna hit you where you could lose the baby and all this, that, and that. But Candy was like, I don't care. You hit me, you come after me, I'm coming after you for blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. I understand that they were young, and maybe if she was at her age that she's in now, she would have thought twice about that, because if anything happened to that baby, and Candy was intentionally doing it, like she said, she didn't care. She just was swinging at her, so she was swinging back. If that happened to that child, Candy wouldn't have had no career. She would have been in jail or juvenile. I don't know how old she was at the time, because they was on a young girl group. So she still could have been in her teen years, maybe 15, 16 years old, but her ass still would have went to juvenile, and then she could have been looking at a murder rap. So I don't know. She just, and then, with the whole thing that she still felt really challenged to that, she'll fight anybody. She don't care if they pregnant, handicapped, don't matter, You hit her, she gonna hit you back. So I was like, that tells a lot. That tells a lot about your character, Candy. So, then Lonnie said she will wait. She will wait to get that person back. And in Tiny's case, since she was pregnant, she even alluded to that she would just wait until Candy dropped the baby. Once the baby was out and she was okay, medically sound, she said she would have got that ass. And I thought that was funny. I'm like, okay, I get Lonnie that one, because usually Lonnie don't say anything that makes me want to be on her side, because she's always so defensive, and she always seems like she want to take control of the show, since my Tamar is not there. But she felt she wanted to fill those shoes, or that's how I looked at it. And then you got Tamara. She's over there acting like Mother Goose, and everything's lovely in her world. Only person that I really truly enjoy when I do catch the show is Jeannie Mai. She's too funny. I mean, to me, she should have her own show, and I will watch it every day faithfully. You know what I'm saying? Because she just keeps me laughing every time, because she just seems to be so real. But the rest of them just seem like they fake and fraudulent. And that's just the way I look at it. Then we go on to Adrian. Adrian said something about oh, no, it was Jeannie. She said that she understands, sympathizing with what Lonnie Love has said, that she'll wait until a person gets back on their normal state of being before she would actually throw blows. And what's her name? Dad, Jeannie was saying that she remember this boy or some girl she wanted to fight when she was a little girl, and they were talking about their glasses. They couldn't hit them because of their glasses. And she said, she knew, because her mother and father taught her about expenses, and she knew glasses were expensive. And she said she told that person to just take off their glasses so she can whoop their ass. Because no, she did not want to cause the parents any undue stress about having to have to replace those glasses if they got broken during the fight. So she just told them, okay, I understand that, but take off the glasses so we can get it on. So that was cute. Then we have Lonnie Love gives Jeannie a compliment about her hair and her attire. And I was on point with that. She was looking nice and fresh. But she always looking nice and fresh. So I don't know what Lonnie talking about. But then Lonnie Love says she don't like having friends who's mean to her. I'm like, are you going through that mean girl syndrome, Lonnie? How do you know the panel that you're with every day, working with, like you? They might be stabbing you in the back, honey. You still don't know. You can't live life that way, because everybody's not going to like everything you do every second of the day. You're going to have a disagreement. But it's just like she just want people around her that she know is on her team. I'm like, poor Lonnie, you still don't get it, do you? Anyway, we'll send you a clue or two. Oh, then we go to Candy. Candy talks to them about her cast members. They're asking, well, how do you get along with the cast members that you make money with? Then Candy was trying to pretty much saying, we just have to get along. Like, I'm like, with Lon, I had to agree again. You were paid to get along with them. It doesn't matter if you like them or you don't like them. And more likely, y'all wouldn't probably sit two horses together if y'all weren't getting paid to be filming. Other than that, yes, you have to get your coin. You have to make it exciting for the viewers. That's what they got y'all out there for. That's what they pimping y'all out there for. Y'all chose to be on a reality show. and you were supposed to give them certain takes of drama. And then when you don't give it to them, it seems like they make up their own drama to put y'all in by, creating scenes that y'all don't even know about, but yet y'all are thrust into there. Just like Block showed up, his wife showed up at your entertainment company and you wasn't expecting her. Well, that was Bravo doing their little darn thing by creating drama. And it did show that you were very upset, Candy, about the situation, but they had in your clause in your contract, in that $1 million contract that you get, honey, we do know how much you make now, or a suggestion of in the area of what you're making. And so, yeah, they pay you royally for drama. That's what keeps the ratings up. They don't care how they make you look. They really don't. But then you shouldn't get so upset because you knew what reality TV shows bring and the ups and downs to that. So it is what it is. So, but she goes in and try to drop excuse me, dive on Phaedra and Portia, thinking they were going to be friends for life because she had put one of them in her stage play, which was Portia, and wined and dined her and showed her a good time. Then Phaedra was the one she really admired and loved because she got taught out the friendship. It was more so um, Phaedra went and talked to Todd about dating Candy because evidently they were on the same show. He was the background programmer or something with the cameras or whatnot, and he was too shy to talk to. I'm like, really, Todd, shy? I don't get that observation that he's a shy person. But anyway, so I can see why, you know, um, Phaedra felt some kind of way when their relationship went south. So now Candace feels like they're one and the same type of people. And she don't want to be bothered with them no more because she got what she want, and which was Todd. I don't know if that's really what she wanted at this time, but that's what she got bought and paid for, right? Okay, so then she goes about, it was a segment on there about would you tell secrets on a friend that you've had been friends with for a long time and you just know so much about them. Well, one thing I know about secrets, keep it to yourself. If you want it totally not out, how they say the cat's out the bag, all your juicy gossip, all your, tales you needed to take to the grave. Well, if you want them to be kept very secret, don't speak of them speak of the secret. And if you do, keep it with you and the Lord. Okay? That's the only way it's gonna be safe. Either you don't tell it or you just tell it to the Lord. Other than that, shit gonna come out. Trust and believe. It's going to come out, whether it's a happy time or whether it's a bad time or whether it's a fucked up time. You gonna tell somebody's secret. However it comes out, it doesn't matter because it came out because y'all had an argument. Y'all no longer friends. Or you just have to tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? A secret does not stay secret. I don't know why people think that. Keep it on the hush hush. Keep it on the down low. You know, that person know, and God knows. That's it. Okay, but it is what it is. So then they started talking about some movie theater don't actually let you come in with food. Now we all know, all of us who've been budget crunchers and they don't want to pay these ridiculous prices of food that's in the movie theater. And half the time it's old food anyway, or been sitting out there stale. So you might have some food that was left at a restaurant that you just came from that you would like to kind of partake of it in the movie theater because it is a true thing. Everybody like to eat in the movie theater, whether it's popcorn, chips, dip, hell, ice cream, or hell, a full course meal if you can get it in your pocketbook or your briefcase and take it on in there. You know what I'm saying? It makes good eating, and then you got a big ass screen or wall screen TV to look at to entertain you. But she was saying some restaurant, I forgot the name, that if they catch you bringing food into their theater, they would take it out and make you eat it. I said, honey, I go get me the nearest lawyer that next day and try to prosecute their behinds because it just is what it is. People from the beginning of time and knowing about movie theaters, they sometimes used to bring their own because who's gonna pay? $7.50 for a soda that's small. Well, hell, even medium. Shit. Nobody gonna do that. I ain't in Las Vegas or Colorado or hell, even New York. I ain't finna pay those prices. Shit. So we know I wouldn't be eating or going or partaking of that theater. Then Candy went on to say pretty much she's had some Chick-fil-A. She snuck into a movie theater. Whoop de doo, just like regular people, we've all done that. Okay, well, I won't generalize. Most of us have done that, I can say. Then Lonnie was telling us, which I didn't know, why they didn't sell chips into, a movie theater. And she said because of the noise. Then crazy ass Tamara gonna talk about, oh well, popcorn is just the same. I'm like, what kind of popcorn that you eating on that's really crunchy and sounds like chips? Like sometimes Tamara just don't be on even. I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? Is she spaced out? Is she on drugs or something? Or what kind of part is she trying to play? Because she used to be so upbeat and together and this and that. And half the time when I catch the show, it seems like she just spaced out or something. So I'm like, not really feeling her anymore either. Then we go to somebody asked a question about is bad sex a deal breaker when you're in a relationship, or hell, if you're already in a relationship as far as being married. And of course, Candy gonna be like, well, I know somebody told me finances and I guess cheating and bad sex, those are the three main things. I said, honey, you should have known that from your mother's divorce and, whatever. Finance, yes, it can kick anybody in the ass. It can make you not want to have sex with that person, you know? Especially if they the one mucking up the money and not doing what they need to be doing as far as paying the household's expenses and anything else of that nature. Yes, that'll make you not want to get hard or wet down there. Okay, Candy. Whew, she think everything is about sex, but of course she's crazy. She has her own sex toy operation going on and she's very highly actual sexual. Even gossip on the street saying she, go with women. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I really wasn't feeling her today and what she was talking about because sometimes you could teach an old dog new tricks. You just don't throw them out with the bath water just because they can't have good sex how you want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, work with the person. You say you love them. That should not be a deal breaker. Nuthead. But anyway, we leave her alone. And then they start talking about Valentine's Day and whether you're the main chick or the side chick. And of course, Adrian just went on and solidified and said, well, if you don't see them on that day and they come before that day or the day after, then you must be the side chick. I'm like, there you go, stereotyping, putting everybody in the same box. That's not necessarily true because sometimes your man or your female, whoever you're messing with, they may be on a trip, a business trip, and they may not be there. They may not can't do that at that time. There are circumstances now that may be true for someone that maybe just got in a relationship and they feel they don't really need to necessarily spend that money on that person. But you don't always have to go over and above. You could just make it very simple. Card, one rose or roses or whatever, call it a day. Or take them out to eat, take them to a movie. It's the thought that counts. It's just one day. It's a pagan holiday anyway, such as Christmas. All right, and all these unnecessary gifts that people get so much in debt for. Instead of keeping it sweet and simple, the thought is what counts. Give something that lasts. So it was just real interesting about the show today. And like I said, the only reason why I watch it here and there is because I want to watch some artists that come on because they're just trying to fill their slots and try to get their ratings up since Tamar's not there anymore and she's not doing a lot of her antics. But like I said, the show will still go on, but it won't, in my mind, be as funny or entertaining since Tamar is not there. But it is what it is. Okay, people still have to pay their bills, still have to work and try to make a show progress. It's just what it is, right? But anyway, that was my recap, my review of the reel for today, which was February 1st. Wednesday. So I'll be trying to catch another one of her before, I guess Friday, because that would be her last day. She did a week. So I can see what the producers are trying to do to keep them ratings up and keeping people tuning in. But really, they shouldn't have got rid of Tamar in the first place, if you ask me. If you're asking me, okay. So enjoy. Really love watching a review to give y'all a little cap on what happened today on today's episode. So peace and blessings. Take care. Bye bye.